Hi, everybody.
Hey, March 12th, Lowe's parking lot, a mile from Lou's house. He came here in the Anglia, and it's broken down. The starting motor will not turn over. Either the solenoid has gone bad, or the teeth are engaging too tight from the start motor to the flywheel gear. At any rate, he's AAA member, so we've called the tow truck about an hour ago, waiting for the tow truck to take him 1 mile up the road to his house. So, in the meantime, you went to the Good Guys last week?
Yeah.
Okay. That was the rainy weekend.
Yeah, it was a rainy weekend. It was pretty decent Saturday. No, Friday I went.
Yeah, you went Friday, yeah. Yeah, I guess it poured like hell Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So anyway, we did catch some video from the dash cam, which I haven't looked at yet. If it's halfway decent, I'll append it onto this. So this would be, my gosh, part 90, segment 1, if I stick it out there. So anyway, take care, everybody. We'll catch you later, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Almost afternoon now, huh?
It's March 13th, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And this will be segment 2 of part 90. And segment 1, we were stuck and had to get a tow truck because the starter wouldn't engage. Well, we got the starter out a few minutes ago, and actually jumper cables on the ground, and the unit would not pull in the Bendix and run the motor. So, cut it apart here on the bench, and what we've found is that contact right there, which contacts across this plate to this to pull the solenoid in, was loose as a goose. And in fact, this other one was also loose. And that's not good, because in order for the solenoid to pull in, it has to go across and it has to connect. This is a little known fact. It does not go directly to ground. It goes in series with the motor to ground in order to pull in and engage the starting motor and make it run. So what we've done is I've reversed this 180 to put the cleaner part on it. Lou has cleaned up the crap on the floating contact point, tightened this up. I'm going to put this back together, and we're going to test it and see what happens. So be back after a while. Taking a pause here. Hang on, let me get it going first. What the fuck is it? Okay, back after a short pause. We've assembled it.
You ready?
Yeah. Good. Okay, I'd say it's good. So, here's another example of shit quality control. Which probably makes it a damn Chinese part. What was wrong was that nut that connects to the B plus from the battery was loose. So when you tried to make it close, it wasn't making a circuit to go through and go to ground and pull the solenoid in. Shit quality, what can I say? So this has all been put back together. This one was actually loose too.
Yeah, both of them were loose.
This one had a big gap. This one, I mean, I took them off with my fucking fingers. Okay, so that's now together. We're gonna stick the starter back in the car. And I'm gonna pause here, and I'll be back later on. And I got some exciting news for my subscribers, our subscribers.
You do? What do you have?
I'm gonna tell them about this fucking, when you do the subscriber, you don't get a notice.
Oh, you're going to do the, explain that thing?
Yeah, see here? That's what this paper is. Alright, back after a short pause. The starting motor has been installed, and we're about to do the acid test.
Okay, so here we go.
there you have it.
Okay.
Success. Loose nut. Quality control. Or lack of. Unbelievable. Anyway, that was an easy repair, but pain in the ass to get on the friggin' ground again and take everything out. So you still have to still have to put the
that thing's
splash pan on under the converter.
miserable.
So, all right. So while I'm here, I wanted to acquaint our viewers and subscribers of a situation. I started with a YouTube channel 4 or 5 years ago. My first one was a 32 Coupe and a soundbite of what the old 97 Duntov cam sounded like in the LT-1 smallback Chevy. And it was there and running. Oh yeah, I did the gas tank on the Coupe. And then March 21st, 4 years ago now, Lou and...
It's been that long?
Oh yeah, we did, because it was last year, 3 years that we got it registered and running. Anyway, Lou and I decided we were going to build a car, the famous or infamous red marks on the floor. So here we are. Anyway, I'm quite a fan of YouTube. I spent a lot of...
Baba.
Oh yeah, there it is. Lou's pointing to it.
It's probably the last of the Mohicans there.
The last of the three. I think there's another one right there.
Yeah, here's the other one.
So the other one would have to be somewhere out here. Yeah, anyway, what I found out, probably a couple of months ago, I got like close to 100 YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to, and I noticed that I wasn't always getting notifications when any of these channels published a video. And I wondered about it, so I did some research, and here's what I found out. When you subscribe to a given channel, what happens is that Google YouTube defaults to this setting called personalized, and you don't see this unless you do the drop-down caret to check what the available sub-options are to subscribe. And if you notice that the default personalize, when you subscribe YouTube channel, they act as a filter. That's software, kind of AI type of stuff. They don't notify you with personalized. They make a decision whether a publication of a video on a channel that you subscribe to is worthy of sending a notice to you, which frankly I think is bullshit. I wondered why I couldn't see a lot of stuff that was published. Anyway, what you do is you can optionally go to the subscription for our channel, the Two Old Guys Garage, drop that caret down and click on all instead of the default of personalized. And what happens then is that you'll get a notification for every video, Lime Street Community, blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know. Maybe that's why I can't figure out when we publish a video, we hardly get any comments, we hardly get any stuff. Well, unless you know about this and you know to go look at the channel, you'll miss videos that we've published. So, maybe that'll make our count get better. I don't know. So, there is... I'll clarify again, summary. Go to the subscription to the Two Old Guys where that bell thing is for the notifications. Drop the caret down. You'll see it's on personalized. Check here on the all, and then you'll get a notification for every time that we do published. Appreciate if you look at that. Anyway, this is kind of a shorty, but it's interesting, so I think I'm going to probably publish this as number 90. And then that should do it. Thank you all for watching, subscribing. Take care. Bye-bye. Lou, are you awake? Lou.
Yes, sir. Bye, everybody.
Take care out there.
Okay, take care.
Keep your powder dry.
Okay.
Bye-bye.